obviously getting reviewed, and we were discussing it before we got into the interview. But you know, it comes back to also people trusting and believing online reviews. And I'll give it a special kind of thought on this one is the new, you know, how Google Places has moved to Google Plus locations or whatever it's called now. And
right.
they bought, was it Zagat? And so you start seeing the ratings on there now, and that pays a lot of merit. I mean, Google has invested heavily into that, the review side, obviously, to play into their market space. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, and you know that kind of goes back to the whole solo mo idea, the low part, the local aspect. You know, just to give you a quick case in point, my wife unfortunately had an automobile accident recently. It wasn't her fault, but unfortunately the other party was uninsured, so we had to you know, file on our own insurance. And so yesterday I spent the afternoon going to a number of auto body shops getting estimates. Well, the shops that I chose, and there are any number of them in this area, I first went to Yelp.com, a consumer rating and review site. I didn't find a whole lot of activity there. I went to Angie's List. I ended up on actually Yahoo Local, where I saw a number of reviews for some shops. And I went to the shops that were most highly reviewed, the ones that had the best rating and the ones that had the best reviews. I did that. Why? For the very same reasons we've been talking about, trusting the experience of others. And that's where social commerce, I think, in the real import of this book, you know, is unique in terms of its UVP, right? Is we hone in on this notion that we rely so heavily on the influence of others and their own experience, their ZMOTs, their moments of truth. And because we rely on that, it makes sense then for brands, and when I'm talking about brands, I'm talking about everything from large companies like Target or Procter & Gamble all the way down to the local small business, the pizza place, or whatever it might be, to connect with that and to begin to incorporate that and align themselves with that and align themselves and partner with and then make use of the voice of the consumer to market their business. And, you know, if anything, that's what this book tries to do. It tries to help people understand that it is the voice of the consumer, excuse me, that, you know, is what's so important here, and the fact that people do rely on it. I'm sorry, let me unplug this phone here. And the people rely on it. And just as I was looking for an auto body shop and relying on the voice of others, the experience of others, that's what's happening more and more and more. And, you know, what was I using to do it? I was using
you know, it's interesting you say that. I mean, this is a whole topic. These last two ones we were talking about, just those are, we could do shows on that alone. But the, I completely skip by anywhere if I'm looking online. I skip places that do not have a review because I can't trust it, is what it comes down to.